Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Good to have you folks along this morning. This darn Mike Boom every once in a while wants to run away. He's probably afraid what we'll say. I don't know. How you doing?
Doing fantastic. How are you?
Good. Sun shining. Cool.
It's nice
20.
to see.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, the sun was shining yesterday, too, and then it turned into a snowstorm for 2 minutes.
Yeah, and then it would get sunny, and then it would snow again.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy yesterday.
Yeah, it was a wild one. But we picked up about 1/100th of an inch, so I guess something gained there.
Yeah.
Good to have you folks along this morning. We have a very busy show lined up for you today. Lots of guests on our list. And also want to remind you folks out there, this is a big day. An
It
important
is?
day, yes.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. Administrative Professional Day. Administrative Professionals Day.
Oh.
That means, front office personnel and people who administrate and help administrators administrate.
Basically, the people that run the office.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we'll probably want to have a
in
little.
some cases, just run the place, period.
Yeah. Certainly couldn't do it without them. And we should throw a little party for Kristen today.
Well, that would be nice.
Maybe we could order in something to eat this morning.
That'd be nice.
We'll leave it up to her.
Okay.
As to what she would like to order, and we'll do that.
That sounds great.
And you folks out there might want to, if you're kind of just going, oh yeah, do something like that, or maybe a nice gift of some sort, some chocolates, or a trip to Hawaii, something like that.
Oh wow, yeah.
So anyway, big day. It's an important day.
It is.
It's also National Library Workers Day.
Oh,
which
good.
is, celebrating all the people who keep libraries running. And it's been, I know, a little bit different for the librarians out there the last year or so due to COVID and all of that. A lot of shorter hours but longer duties to keep everything clean. And so thank you very much to all you librarians out there. It's also National Kindergarten Day.
Is it?
Yes.
All right. Well, that's great.
Now, you ever wonder what kindergarten meant or means?
I guess I've never thought about it.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as the actual word goes.
I didn't know until I read this morning. Celebrating Friedrich Froebel, the German teacher who invented kindergarten back in 1837. It was created to make it a little easier for kids to make that transition back to school when they used to work, or I should say walk, 2 hours in the snow both ways to get to school. You probably heard that story.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
The word in kindergarten means garden for children in German.
Oh.
That's how it got started.
Okay.
Now we have preschool. I don't know if that's a German. I don't think it is. And then you have kindergarten, and then you have first grade, and then
on up.
Elementary. Middle school, that bounces around a little bit from every decade or so. Middle schools, it seems like it's a little bit different as to how they categorize what is middle school and what's junior high and what's senior high. Did you like being a freshman?
Did I like being a freshman? After the first month, yeah, I
Really?
liked being a freshman. I was scared to death.
Yeah, that's what I'm
as
thinking.
as a freshman. When I first went to high school, of course, where I went, it was a brand new build. Yeah, it was going to a different building at the time too.
Yeah,
so,
that made a difference.
I did like the fact that the one thing I liked was I just lived across the street
Oh.
from the high school. So
would
I
help.
got some extra sleep out of the deal, which I truly enjoyed. But
Yeah.
yes, I was very scared. I think maybe I've shared this story before, but I was told how the seniors were going to pick on the freshmen.
Of course.
And I was told that they like to stuff freshmen into lockers. So I was walking down the hall. This had been the first week of school.
Mm-hmm.
I was walking down the hall. A couple of seniors are coming, and they're looking at me, and I'm like, oh, no. So I just opened up my locker and just went in it.
Got it over with?
Yeah, and they thought it was the funniest thing. Those were my buddies for the rest of the year.
That helps.
So, yeah.
I think for folks out there who are a little bit older, there used to be a lot more country kids, a lot of kids that would come in from the country.
Sure.
And you had 8th grade graduation, which, by the way, if you ever see the 8th grade graduation test to move on to high school, I don't think most of us would pass it today.
Yeah.
I think it's amazing to go back and look at all the story problems and questions and all. I mean, it's tough. But anyway, that was a graduation. So when you came into town, that had to be a little, you've been going to a school where you know all the kids and one teacher, maybe two teachers at the most, are teaching all the kids. And then you come into the high school, it has a class of 70, 80 kids. It's a little overwhelming.
Oh, yeah.
And freshman year was, I think, a little tougher for kids coming in from the country who graduated from 8th grade and then go into their high school career.
Mm-hmm.
But even for kids living in town, you go that 7th, 8th grade, and then you go into high school. And like you say, you're going to be the underclassman, right? You're
that
going to
is
be the
correct.
guy and the gal
Yep.
to pick on.
Yep.
Yeah. And going down the hallway, those seniors look so big.
They when I visit the schools now, the seniors still look awfully big to me. I'm still short.
Well, it's kind of funny when you folks out there listening, you get to thinking about some upperclassmen that were maybe when you were a freshman, the seniors seemed so big and grown up.
Yeah.
And then, after you get out of school, age doesn't matter nearly as much after a period of time. You can be 5-10 years apart, and there's no barrier there. But sometimes there is that going, man, I thought he was taller than that.
Yeah.
They seem so tall, like the starting center of the basketball team, so tall, and they were maybe 6 foot
Yeah.
back then. Anyway, freshman year was an interesting year. Kindergarten, certainly for kids, something that you almost always remember, maybe that first day or two of kindergarten. It's kind of a blur after that.
Yeah.
But, I always enjoyed that.
I remember I cried.
You cried going to kindergarten? Did you really?
I think so. Mom would have to double check me on this, but I don't think I wanted to go to kindergarten. I wanted to stay with Mom.
Sure.
Yeah.
I remember walking down the street with my older sister and her friends to go to kindergarten.
Mm-hmm.
And I really found the joy in eating paste.
Did you now?
Yeah, I thought
That's great.
kindergarten is going to be a drag, but wait a minute, they have this wonderful tasting paste. It's probably made out of horse bones, but it was.
Well. Actually, that kind of starts to explain a lot.
Yeah, well,
as
thank
far as you are concerned.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Birthdays today.
All right. Who's celebrating?
Mm-hmm. A longtime person who has served the community for many years, Dan Hansen.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Dan with the Bobo
Happy
Police
birthday.
Department. Yep, he's celebrating a birthday today. Al Gunther celebrating a birthday, and Shane Murphy. Now, those are just the ones I have on my smartphone. I'm sure there's other folks out there celebrating birthdays, and if you are, you're celebrating with royalty today.
Good.
Her Royal Highness, Queen Elizabeth, 95 today.
Wow.
Yep. She's celebrating her birthday. James, let's see here. Iggy Pop, considered the godfather of punk. He is celebrating his 74th birthday today, a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award winner. Tony Romo, 41 today.
Huh.
One of your favorites. And
Former quarterback,
Yep.
Dallas quarterback, now TV commentator.
Yes. James McAvoy, British actor, played Dr. X in the X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 42 today. Those are some birthdays that you're celebrating with, if you're celebrating a birthday out there today. Also, news in this morning on Ted Nugent.
Oh, what's Ted up to?
As Bob Bowles used to say, Ted Nugent. Well, see if I can find it here. He has been claiming for quite some time that COVID-19 is a hoax. He stated it's not real. Unfortunately, he just is in the middle of a 10-day stint of COVID-19 and is having a little bit of a tough go, and said he thought he was going to die there for a few days. So he's now no longer saying it's a hoax, but he tested positive, and he said the virus was a hoax. Now he has the symptoms for the past 10 days and body aches, and he also said he thought he was dying. As for the vaccine, Ted said he wouldn't be getting it because he doesn't know what's in it. That's the latest from Ted Nugent.
All right.
All right. We have a big show for you today and some, things coming up this week later on. I know Andrew Ambrose is going to be in. He's got some exciting news he wants to talk about, an event that's coming up where we want to talk about the food bank. That's going to be on
this Saturday, I think. Yeah,
Yep,
at the Berean Bible Church.
I have a sheet on that. Also, later on in the month, our friend Andy at Gibbons Electric's having an open house coming up. Tell you about that. Let's see. I think that's the sheets I printed off this morning. Food bank, Andrew, and some exciting news about an activity at the end of the month. The end of the month's going to be busy. Lots of things coming up.
Good.
Fun things. It's fun to have these sorts of things to announce again that we didn't announce for the last year. So
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, go back to last year at this time, and we weren't doing many announcements as far as upcoming activities.
no. One of the things that's happening this year, as you may know, 100th anniversary of Parks in Nebraska.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeremy Shipe has been maneuvering and working towards a great promotion. We're going to get him in to tell us about that. Chances for you out there to win some park passes
Good.
in honor of the 100th anniversary. We'll start that next week. So those are some things coming up. Right now, let's take a look at the school lunch menus for this Wednesday,
Yes. April 21st.
21st.
We'll start in Sargent today, where on their menu is pig in a blanket, chips, baked beans, fruit cup, milk, yogurt, and salad bar at Sargent today.
At Arnold today, it's hamburgers, noodles, and garlic bread.
Thetford today looks like biscuits with sausage gravy and mixed fruit on the menu today at Thetford.
So you didn't ever try the kindergarten paste?
No, I don't recall.
Oh, what a
No,
flavor
I
it
don't
had.
think so.
Oh, so good. Ansley today, they're having hamburgers, fruit, vegetables, and milk.
Loop City Public Schools today, it's flavor your own chicken or Salisbury steak with rice at Loop City today.
And Selma Myrna, fresh baked turkey and cheese subs, home-style spaghetti with garlic breadsticks, mini corn dogs, and also chicken Caesar salad with roasted flatbread, vegetables, fruit, and milk.
SEM today, baked potato bar and roll at Sumner Eddyville Miller.
Ted Nugent. Didn't feel very good. It's fun to say Ted Nugent. At Litchfield, they're having chicken. Nope, today's the 21st. Today they're having refried beans and pork, green beans, tropical fruit, and milk.
Cozad today, some of their options include a chicken patty with hot roll, mashed potatoes and gravy, turkey club sub, or Cobb salad with hot roll at Cozad today.
Sandhills, Dunny, French dip sandwiches, and French fries.
At Callaway today, beef nachos on the lunch menu at Callaway. And at, let me see, I think this is Broken Bow. Yeah, Broken Bow today, 21st, it says no school.
That is correct. No school.
All right.
Feel kind of bad. You know Hunter Thomas?
Yeah. I know Hunter. Sure.
Sure, yeah. And Faith. Anyway, they were over for a meal last night, and, Hunter's a pork guy, right? They raised
Sure.
Thomas livestock.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in with his dad and his granddad, and family tradition of pork production.
Mm-hmm.
The poor guy, I felt bad for him. We had sloppy
sorry.
joes last night,
Oh.
and we had macaroni and cheese and sloppy joes and broccoli. Well, Hunter's not a big broccoli fan, and he just decided he didn't want any sloppy joes or yum-yums. We had a discussion, of course, about that.
Yes, I think we've had that discussion on this show before.
Yeah. And they just put pressure on him. Wouldn't leave him alone. Why, Hunter, why don't you have a sloppy Joe? He's a pork guy.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, the poor guy had to go in, and he had to eat 2 sloppy Joes. I felt bad for him.
So he gave in to the peer pressure.
He gave in to the peer pressure. I thought, what is my family doing? Pressuring a pork guy into a sloppy Joe. Unbelievable.
And I'm sure you had nothing to do with that.
I did not. I told him to resist.
That I can believe.
Hold your own,
Yeah.
Hunter. Don't let him push you around from, pork to sloppy Joe.
Yeah. So did you use Velveeta on the macaroni and cheese? You're a big Velveeta guy.
You'd have to ask Joan. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't help prepare.
Well, I helped around a little bit, but I didn't help prepare anything. I got out some.
Did you help in the cleanup process, though? At least
my oldest son.
you
did
should
that.
have. Oh, Chris helped with that.
Yeah.
Well, that's nice.
And I started.
Guy shows up from Chicago, hasn't seen you for years, a guest in your home, basically, and you make him clean up. That's nice of you.
Well, I like to, still have rule at the home. Keep the pecking order in order.
Yeah, okay. I follow you there.
We have Senior Salute starting today.
We do.
Yep. Today, Litchfield will be featured on KCNI, Ansley on KBBN, and then tomorrow, Ansley on KCNI, Litchfield on KBBN. And that's the way we'll do it all the way through. The schedule is posted on Sandhills Express, so take a look and find out when your kids are going to be featured on the radio. Also want to thank Viera Wireless this morning for their help with streaming the show and also helping us with other events that we cover. They have a national number that you can call right now. They're going to be relocating to some new locations here in Custer County. One of those will be at Gibbons Gadgets in Ansley, also Gibbons Electric on Main Street. That'll be later on, probably in June sometime. So in the meantime, call 877-484-2376. Your hair's especially shiny today. It looks great.
Thanks, Dave.
Big Pig Day today, too.
It is, yeah. You want to play is that your transition into the game?
Yes, and I'm going to dedicate this to Hunter Thomas.
Or are you going to play a song first?
No, it's a Big Pig.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm following you now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a Pig in a Blanket Day at Runza.
Hunter,
they serve those on Wednesdays.
Say no to Sloppy Joe, my pork friend.
Okay. And so we're going to give you a chance to win a certificate for a free Pig in a Blanket now from Runza. As we play the game, we've been celebrating birthdays of celebrities in the month of April. Can you guess the right answer to the question about each celebrity? All right, question today. Actor Jack Nicholson will celebrate his birthday tomorrow.
Really?
On April 22nd. So our question is, for which 1975 film did Nicholson win his first Academy Award? All right, so those are the key clues. It's a 1975 film, and he won his first Academy Award in this picture. Your choices are Terms of Endearment, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Chinatown, or As Good as It Gets. Actor Jack Nicholson was born on April 22nd. Now, all those films he was in, but we want to know which 1975 film did he win his first Academy Award. Your choices, again, are Terms of Endearment, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Chinatown, and as good as it gets.
Call us at 872-2801.
If you're looking for a job you'll love with competitive pay, benefits, and a flexible schedule, visit runza.com/jobs to apply. Why choose Runza? From the way we make our food to the way we make you feel, we have a reputation for rewarding our employees and making work fun. If that sounds like your thing, apply today at runza.com/jobs. Runza makes it all better.
Management positions are available. Stop into your local Broken Bow Runza for an application today.
We have Bill on the line. Good morning, Bill. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good. Here's Brent with the question. Let's see if we can get you a prize here.
Okay, Bill. Jack Nicholson will celebrate his birthday tomorrow. We want to know which 1975 film did he star in and win his first Academy Award. Was it Terms of Endearment, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Chinatown, or As Good as It Gets?
I think it's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but I'm not overly sure.
Well, you can be very sure because that's right.
Yahoo!
All right. And Bill, because you've answered correctly, we have a certificate that'll get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesdays at Runza in Broken Bow. So just stop on out and see us when you can.
I will do that.
Thanks,
you.
Bill.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.
Bye. 7:52 is your time.
Join Ollie's Coffee Shop and Boutique in Sargent for a high tea party. What's that, you ask? Enjoy a traditional English high tea while you make your own custom vinyl tea to take home for your closet. See what they did there? For just a $25 cost per person, you get food, tea, coffee, and the t-shirt itself. You're encouraged to get your gal pals together, dress up, and go have fun. Think Downton Abbey. Hats, gloves, dresses, prizes for best dressed, most original, and more. Sunday the 25th from 2 until 4, a high tea party at Ollie's in Sargent.
Spring cleaning has begun, and Bruning Bank is here to help spruce up more than just that junk drawer you've been avoiding. Refresh your checking account and upgrade to Premier Checking, the account that rewards you with 2% in interest by simply doing everyday banking habits, such as swiping your debit card.
Bruce Springsteen, All That Heaven Will Allow, on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. One of our little slices of heaven is when we get a visit with Trish with Designs of Distinction. We have her on the phone line right now. Good morning, young lady. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you all doing?
We're doing.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. It has been a while, and I know you've been busy with business and other duties, of course. But we wanted to catch up with you because, as you know, it's springtime. Although yesterday we had sunshine, snow, wind, clouds. We had everything all in one day. But we all know that spring is here, and it's a good time to maybe take a look around the house, around the business, and see what maybe we need to spruce up a little bit, and I know you can help.
I can do that. And just a little update thing. Things are starting to get back to normal. We just been between health issues on Spence's part and my part. It's I had my gallbladder removed, so that was loads of fun. And in the middle of it, Spence wound up in the hospital. So
Oh boy.
It's been one big thing after the other, but life is getting back to a quasi-normal. Let's not go normal, but we're going to go partially normal.
Trish, I know you pretty well, and Spence pretty well. We've been friends and neighbors since you've been here, and I think that quasi-normal is a perfect fit for you guys. I don't think you'd ever like it to be too normal, would you?
Oh, no. Normal is boring. Why would anybody want to be just normal?
Well, we wouldn't, other than the health side of it. We'd like that to be normal, so I hope that all gets better for you, too.
We're working on it.
Good.
But, there is a lot of things. Thankfully, I had, kind of calmed down with everything. Had gotten a lot of stuff caught up because of my surgery going on, and so thankfully things just kind of fell in line for the next 2-3 weeks instead of 2. So, but all is good, and starting to get back to getting some installs done, and just wanted to thank great customers. I mean, I couldn't have prayed for any better customers for support through this thing. So. I do have some news. I have actually been taking some classes for upholstery.
Oh.
I know. So just smaller pieces right now because, the shop, but there's no way I could really work on sofas. But, more looking at the old style of upholstery with springs and how all that comes together. And I have some. Amy Sporen actually has blessed me with 2 chairs to work on for her. So it's kind of work as you go too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And it's been really it's been interesting, and the classes have helped. And I have a one-on-one I can go to and say, what do I do with this? And so it's helped keep my mind busy, and that's done a lot for me. So, but it's neat to kind of think about outside the box and what you can do with some of the older furniture that just has some really, really good bones in it, and you just hate to see thrown out when the furniture today is a little more less well made. Let's put it that way. There's some really good stuff out there too, but it's kind of fun seeing the antique pieces brought back to life.
Well, there is a reason that older furniture is heavier, right? I mean,
there is a reason, and that the wood is real wood, not particle wood. So, but that's the kind of thing. Smaller chairs, things like that. I'm really not set up to do sofas and recliners and all that good stuff, but I've always been hesitant because I never really had training on, what do you do when you find a spring that's popped and things like that. And so this has been an education as well, and I've been able to sit and watch video after video of this teacher. So it's just given me something to do and a different way to look at things. And window treatments are still my number one thing. So I've been out and about and started getting my appointments lined up again. So life is good.
Good.
And
good.
just been blessed. God's been good to us.
Well, it's the good way to look at it from your point of view, from what you've went through, and I think that support factor you were talking about with friends and neighbors and customers and people that you've made friends with through your business, that's got to be gratifying. And of course, now that you're kind of getting back up to speed again, I do know from my dad and mom and family in the upholstery business for a number of years, you have to ask people to be patient, because if they want a good job on a chair or some piece of furniture that's worth restoring, they need to give you time to do it, because you can't hurry that, really.
Right, and it's such a learning curve, because it's not like, in my business with curtains and fabric, it's, you know what it is, you know what it does, and I know how to make a drapery, and I know how to make balances and order shades and all that. But when you look at furniture, every fabricator is different. So everything that you see, you think you know what's under all of those layers, but you have no idea until you pull it apart.
Yeah.
So I think that's the part that intrigues me more is learning that side of, the manufacturing and how people's minds worked, 100 years ago when something was made.
Yeah, yeah. And how they put the actual structure itself, how they put it together, and did they use heavy springs, lighter springs? Did they use horsehair inside of that furniture? I mean, there's all kinds of things that you probably will run into, and it sounds pretty exciting, and we'll be anxious to see how that goes for you. But of course, as you mentioned, the staple for you has always been making those windows look good and improving the efficiency at the same time. So they can be assured that you'll be doing that as well.
Yeah, that's the this is something that it's definitely not going to happen in a matter of days or months. It's just things that in those lull times, that I'll have a little backup to go to. And there's not many upholsterers around.
No, there's not.
There's a lot of, we have people in town that will strip and fix and, do all that fun stuff, which is a good resource for me. But when it comes to the fabric side of it, they're like, yeah, we don't do that.
Well, your background with fabrics certainly lends itself to making, expanding just a little bit. I would say that the smaller furniture is the way to go, because you don't really want to be lifting a couch up on a rack to work on it either. So I think that sounds sensible, and we wish you the best of luck with that. Kind of keep us updated if you would.
Oh, I will. And I appreciate you all. Thanks I know I canceled on you short term a few times here in the past couple months, but I appreciate your patience.
Oh,
and,
yeah. No.
Great support. So thank you.
You bet. No, we understand completely. Throw out your cell number so folks could talk to you about any of the things we've discussed here this morning, if you would.
Yep, absolutely. It's 308-870-3677, and phone or text. Email also works, and that's Trish MC Designs with an S at the end of it @gmail.com.
All right, Trish. Thanks for talking to us. It's so good to hear from you, and best of luck with all your ventures, and especially keep recovering. If you
Yep.
don't work too hard, get that recovery up at the top of the list.
Yep, we're working on it.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank
See
you.
you, friend.
Bye, Trish.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Oh boy, what a nice lady.
Indeed.
They've had their challenges, but you can tell they know how to whip those challenges, and that's with their attitude. And of course, she is so talented, and she can take care of your window, curtains, blinds, shades, draperies, and small upholstery pieces that she's working on now. So give her a call. Again, that's 870-3677.
Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News special report. George Floyd's family expresses gratitude after former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin was found guilty of murder and manslaughter. Floyd's brother, Rodney.
This is everyone who's been held down, pinned down, and we standing together in unity.
President Biden addressed the nation.
Through the family's pain, they're finding purpose. So George's legacy will not be just about his death, but about what we must do in his memory.
More from the courthouse and correspondent Jamie Yukas.
Chauvin will be sentenced in about 8 weeks. The other 3 officers involved in George Floyd's fatal arrest are set to go to trial in August for aiding and abetting second-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter charges.
Derek Chauvin faces up to 40 years in prison. The teenager who captured cell phone video of the incident posted to social media, "George Floyd, we did it. Justice has been served." CBS News special report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Here was a look at state news. I'm Gavin Higgins. An organization dedicated to helping grow business in Nebraska has created a video series to highlight Western Nebraska entrepreneurs. The Nebraska Business Development Center, NBDC, is releasing a 4-part video series called an Entrepreneurial Journey Video Series. Each episode puts the spotlight on a different business. The series will look at Flyover Brewing Company in Scotts Bluff, Double Dips Ice Creamery of North Platte, Noya's Irrigation Route 61 Roller Dome in Grant, and Next Gen Outfitters of Sydney. The NBDC came up with the idea for the video series after meeting with Sydney leaders following the sale of Cabela's to Bass Pro. The NBDC hopes the series helps, along with their consulting and training, Sydney residents to choose business ownership as their next chapter. In a statement, the NBDC said industries featured in the video series are businesses Sydney residents consider desirable for continuing economic growth in their community. The NBDC is based at the University of Nebraska, Omaha, but partners with several colleges and universities in Nebraska, including Chadron State, to deliver its services statewide. Authorities say a northeast Nebraska man is lucky to escape injury after their car crashed into a creek. The Stanton County Sheriff's Office says the accident happened on Highway 15, about 6 miles south of Pilger, Tuesday morning. Authorities say the driver, who was from Wisner, left the highway for unknown reasons and drove more than 300 yards in a field before coming to rest into a flowing creek bed. The driver was treated at the scene by Pilger rescue crews. Nebraska inched closer to building a new $230 million prison on Tuesday after lawmakers approved design and planning money for the facility, which would replace the state's oldest prison. The measure won final approval despite objections from a few lawmakers who said the state should be spending money on housing, education, mental health services, and other priorities rather than proposing 1,512-bed prison. The funding includes $14.9 million to help state officials create plans and select a site for a lockup that would house minimum, medium, and maximum security prisoners. It also would cover the cost of an engineering study and the remaining useful life of the 152-year-old Nebraska State Penitentiary. Governor Pete Ricketts has said the facility is antiquated and needs to be replaced or overhauled. Lawmakers also agreed to set aside $115 million to cover half of the new prison's total cost, although they haven't officially approved the money for that purpose. The prison proposal is part of a $9.7 billion 2-year budget package that won final approval on Tuesday and is headed to Ricketts.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In the NBA, 5 games on the schedule, highlighted by the Clippers topping the Trailblazers in Portland 113-112. Paul George leading LA with 33 points and 11 rebounds. The Nets knock off the Pelicans 134-129. Brooklyn's Kyrie Irving 32 points in the win. Knicks win their 8th straight, beating the Hornets 109-97. It was the Hawks over the Magic 112-96, and the Timberwolves topped the Kings 134-120. In baseball games of note, battle of division leaders in Seattle, where the Dodgers blanked the Mariners 1-0. Julio Urias Urias and 2 relievers combining on the 1-hit shutout. Urias struck out 11 to get the win. A's sweep a doubleheader from the Twins by scores of 7-0 and 1-0. Oakland's won 10 in a row, and they have pulled even with Seattle for the top spot in the AL West. Red Sox get their American League leading 12th win of the year with a 4-2 win over the Blue Jays. Yankees snap their 5-game losing skid with a 3-1 win over the Braves. Cubs down the Mets 3-1. Brewers blank the Padres 6-0.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for mostly sunny skies with high temperatures working up into the upper 40s. Then for tonight, mostly clear, a low of 26. For your Thursday, a chance for some snow showers to start, mixing with and changing over to rain into the afternoon, highs up to 49. For your Friday, back to sunny, dry conditions, lower 60s for highs, and for Saturday, sunny up to 58. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
It's 11 past the hour of 8 o'clock, 27 degrees outside under a sunny sky. Winds out of the northwest right at 5 miles per hour. Barometric pressure's up a couple of points at 30.29. Humidity at 89%. High yesterday, 43, an overnight low of 22, but again, just after 7 o'clock, we did drop down to 20 degrees this morning, 19 degrees morning before that. Sunset today at 8:25. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:49. We did measure 1/100th of an inch precipitation this morning from that crazy day we had yesterday with all the snow and sunshine and clouds and wind. So we're at 59/100ths for the month. Perfect segue to talk gardening. Ryan's here. How you doing?
Those overnight temperatures need to warm up a little bit.
They do. They do. Yeah, it's about 5:30 in the morning. It just wants to drop. I think it was 27 or so when we got here, and then it dropped down all the way down to 20. 19 that morning before, and some of the things outside look a little like they've been stung a little bit, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yep. I noticed some weeds around our house.
Yeah.
Were a little wilty yesterday, which is okay.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. I don't know about the trees. I don't know how many of them have been enough bloom on them to slow them down or not.
Yeah, we'll have to see on that.
Yeah.
That was kind of interesting because last week I had to make some runs down to Omaha and Lincoln and whatnot and come back, and all their ornamental crabapple trees and stuff were all in bloom down that way. And it's I haven't paid attention to what the temperatures are that way, but it's interesting how you drop down in the Platte Valley and they're a little bit ahead of us.
Yeah.
A couple weeks, so stuff really looked nice, but
maybe not now.
Yeah.
I guess we're just all a little bit impatient right now, but there are things that we can do and prepare. I was just visiting with you off the air. The wood chips, the bedding we got from you, the bulk, we loved it. It's great. I like to watch you run that tractor too.
It's kind of fun to have a tractor of my own now.
Yeah, no kidding. But you've got everything for the yard that we can be working on no matter what. We get a nice day, we can get out there and dig around.
Yeah, I think we're set up pretty well for the spring. We got our, of course, bulk mulch. We got bagged mulch there, the western red cedar bark in bags, 3 cubic foot bags. And that's the no-blow stuff that sticks around pretty good. We've had good luck with it. Got rock in last week, so we're set up there. We've had it, but we're stocked up on that. Just about everything for your landscapes we've got ready to go.
You're good to go there, and you got some trucks coming in?
Yep. Tomorrow we're looking for
state purpose of visit.
A bunch of looks like baskets and some more stuff for the greenhouse, but we'll probably put in 200 and some hanging baskets, a bunch of porch pots, whatnot. Got some trees, shrubs coming in this morning, I think.
Okay.
So, yes, some new stuff coming in about weekly now. So
good. So you're filling up and getting ready for the run, which, boy, when we get 3 days in a row that are nice, you're going to get kind of crazy around there.
Yeah, I think this weekend looks pretty nice.
Yes.
And the overnight temperatures are coming up, and it's going to be going to be that time pretty soon. So
yeah,
we are stocked up on vegetables right now. The only thing we're a little bit short on, and it just or that we don't have much of right now, is more of the vines, your cucumbers, watermelon, and that kind of stuff. There's just no need to hold it. When the time comes, we'll have a full stock of that stuff. But tomatoes, peppers, cold vegetables, all that stuff's in. It's all ready to go. And like I say, some of the cold vegetables can probably be put out and get planted. They kind of like the cooler weather. So
yeah.
But we're full, and we have a good selection. The other day I was counting our tomato varieties, and there's over 30. I kind of stopped counting over 30. So.
Wow. That's a lot, Brent.
That is. I didn't realize there were that many varieties of tomatoes.
Yeah. And then folks who want to start from seed, you got a good line of seed in there. Soil temperature needs to come up a little bit, but they can start them inside.
Correct. Yep. We have all the stuff for starting seed, seed trays, cups, that sort of thing. I was actually going through some of that yesterday with the guy, so still time to do that and get your stuff started from seed. So soil, seed trays, like I say, the seed cups, that sort of thing, and seed.
Yeah.
So,
well, really Memorial Day, a lot of folks just start planting on Memorial Day, somewhere either side of that on that holiday weekend. And then, of course, you have Memorial Day where people want to go out and put flowers as memorials, and then Mother's Day. So here we go, right? You got all of that coming up.
Yep. Well, and that's, of course, Mother's Day is pretty popular with flowers and stuff, and that's why we load up the hanging baskets, porch pots, that sort of thing, and then Memorial Day as well. Tend to like more of the red, white, and blue flowers for that, of course, and we got some selections of that ready to go too. So,
all right, and then we have all this time to repot and put new soil in our plants, and sometimes it's just like a little bit of a lighten of the fuse when you can go out and do it on the patio. And I know you've got pots and potting soil and all of that ready to go too.
Yep, we have. Hopefully, we don't run out of potting soil this year. We got a lot in. Brought in some new pottery. That was one of the things I was after last week. So, got new. I'd call them window boxes in this year in several sizes. We have some 3-tiered planters that are new this year. Some cement. Can't think. Fiber cement planters that look like kind of weathered wood, barnwood type of planters, and then just some new pottery and stuff too. So
right. And of course, trees. Are you getting some more trees in?
Yeah, we have
pretty well set.
No, we don't have trees right now. There's hopefully you see those this morning. They told me they were coming.
Okay, that's the load coming today.
So we have 3 or 4 trucks coming with trees on them. The first one today.
Oh gosh!
If you want to come help me unload it.
I was going to say you're going to be very busy today.
So what kinds are you bringing in?
We'll have shade trees today, fruit trees today. A few evergreens, but our evergreens are on another shipment coming out of Oregon. So, but mostly shrubs and shade trees and fruit trees today. So,
yeah.
People have been asking for the fruit trees and so first come, first serve.
There you go. I was going to say you might want to kind of follow when those trucks are coming in. You're going to get the best selection the earlier you start. So,
yep.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be scratching my ankles without bending over at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're going to be busy, but that means a great selection. And it sounds like you have really worked to make sure you're stocked and ready to go when the time comes, and it's coming. And I know you've learned a lot over the last few years since you've taken over, but probably to complicate that a little bit in a good way is that there's so much more demand last year and going into this year for those things.
Yeah, last year was kind of, I don't know that anybody could have prepared for that last year, and I leaned kind of more conservative the first couple of years we were there, and I guess we're taking with what we learned last year and hopefully moving ahead with that and trying to be a little bit better prepared. And I know a lot of people said, well, you didn't have this last year, or you ran out, and I've tried to loosen up a little bit and go for it, so we'll see how that goes.
We'll see how it goes, but anybody that's running a budget of any kind or a business realizes, you kind of have to estimate and try to keep as many people happy as you can and not have a whole bunch of stock left over that you have to endure the cost on too. So
correct.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so what are your hours now, Ryan?
We're running 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30. Saturdays 9 to 4, and Sundays noon to 4. So every day.
Every day, and then I guess you just plan on doing this until everybody's got everything planted and slows down a little bit.
Yeah, we run that to about the end of June. So by then it kind of slows down and we can take a breather. So
not for a while. Not for a while. Ryan Anderson at the Custer Garden Center.
The
Garden Center. I looked down, I saw Custer Care Center, and I guess that's not quite the same thing. So, again, hours are expanded. Stock is coming in. You've already got a good supply of a lot of things, especially the yard materials and so forth. Mother's Day coming up, Memorial Day.
State purpose of visit.
Well, it's the second time that's done that to me. I don't know what that's, a Martian from somewhere or something, but so you're ready to go.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Any questions, Brent?
No, I don't think so. Of course, we mentioned Memorial Day coming up. You guys do have like special memorial pieces and things too, right? At the Garden Center.
Yeah, we do. Of course, we can do house plants, arrangements for funerals, memorials, that sort of thing, and then we also have some memorial stones and plaques and that sort of thing. So.
All right. Okay.
Give us a call.
Thanks for coming in. I know you're busy, so appreciate it. Stop by the Garden Center 7 days a week here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. Maybe we should talk real quick about how to find you if they haven't been there before. Pretty easy to find, actually. You got a nice sign along the highway at Tumbleweed Cafe.
Yep. Look for our sign on Highway 2 there, block south and a couple blocks back to the west. Big windmill in the parking lot.
All right. Ryan, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
I'm going to play that commercial now that's been trying to play. My elbow must be hitting F12. I'm not sure. Let's give it a try.
State purpose of visit.
Well, looks like the old tractor's going to kick the bucket this year.
Searching internet for new bucket.
No, I want to check insurance rates.
Sale located. Right now, get 20% off new bucket with code It's Raining Buckets.
Robots don't know you. We do. For more than 80 years, Farm Bureau Financial Services has relied on relationships to get you the insurance coverage you need for your farm or ranch. Find a Farm Bureau agent at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Nebraska State Bank knows that being in control of your debit cards has never been more important. So they offer the Card Valet app. Save time while gaining peace of mind. Get alerts on your debit card transactions. Lock your card instantly when needed. Manage your spending with purchase limits and block international usage. Just a few of the awesome features. Download the Card Valet app in the Apple or Google stores. Learn more about simplifying your banking. Stop by, call, or visit nesb.bank. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
Your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy, Varney Health Mart, has Florigen probiotic supplements. While many off-the-shelf probiotics fall short of live cell standards, Florigen doesn't. It is refrigerated for freshness and potency from manufacture to the time of purchase. At Varney Health Mart, they keep Florigen in their refrigerator to ensure that this happens. Culture you can count on while taking antibiotics. Florigen at Varney Health Mart, downtown Broken Bow.
Do you check your Google search results regularly? You should. People often get their first impression of you or your business online. Negative comments on the internet can impact your life and your livelihood. Take control of your online reputation. Get your free reputation report card at reputationdefender.com. It may reveal negative posts from an ex-employee, upset patient or client, news article, legal issue, or even exposed personal information right there in your Google search results. Uncover what's lurking on the internet about you with reputationdefender.com's patented scan and get your free reputation report card. Or for immediate assistance with your reputation, call 800-401-6681. Our cutting-edge technology helps make your Google search results look their best. Call 800-401-6681. That's 800-401-6681. 800-401-6681. Or take the free scan at reputationdefender.com.
It is 8:26, and we're playing a little catch-up here, and we appreciate the fact that we were able to catch Mark at Trade Winds Marina over at Sherman Reservoir. Mark, how you doing?
Good. A little better morning than it was yesterday morning.
Yes. Was it pretty wild over there with snow, then sunshine, then clouds, then wind, and then a little rain? Did you get the same recipe we got?
Wasn't sure where I was, what time, or even what universe I was in at the time.
Well, that doesn't probably make for good fishing with all those weather changes, but certainly the forecast going into the weekend looks pretty darn good. I think we're going to see temperatures in the mid-70s on Sunday, maybe even into the 80s on Monday, Mark. So we're getting closer to having a little more consistent weather for the fishing.
Yep, and that's what we need right now. I mean, they're just starting to get more active after this spawn.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
We need just a little bit of consistency in the weather, and I think it'll be a light switch turning on.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, something we don't talk about too often, although I think we have mentioned it a time or two. I guess a lot of times when we think about fishing Sherman, we talk about, getting a boat and getting on a boat, but there's a lot of places, I believe anyway, and you can clarify this, that folks can take the whole family and do some fishing off the bank, off a cove. You don't have to have a boat to come over, I don't think, do you?
No. There's a number of the trails. We call them trails, but there's little roads that take you down along the edge of the lake to go to, and you can fish right off the bank. Right now, the water's a little bit low, so some of them you can't quite get to the water, but the inlet is another place you can fish off the bank.
Mm-hmm.
You can during the day no, wait a minute, this is the 21st. So you can fish off the dam. The dam is closed at night for fishing from April 1st to April 20th. But now that's open now at night too,
So you can come in and do a little, I suppose, walleye fishing at night, some catfishing?
Absolutely. Or even during the day.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, it sounds great, but we have to have the things that we need is live bait, maybe a little tip on what to use as far as a lure goes. Can we stop by Trade Winds and find out?
Yeah, stop by. We got crawlers and minnows and sometimes crick chubs if they're available, and we got small, medium, and large shiners, and got a full-blown tackle shop, lures and fishing rods and whatever you need to get out there and enjoy yourself. And we'll try and point you in the right direction. If you talk to my wife, she'll probably lie to you.
I'll have to mention that when we come over and see you, that you mentioned that. No, you got a family affair there, and then you have kids come in and helping you. It's just a lively, fun place, it sounds like, to come and do some shopping like that. And Mark, a lot of times, you have folks coming in, maybe they have company coming in, or they're getting the kids started with some fishing. And there's probably no real reason if you have a 9-year-old to throw a big open face reel at him. I assume you have some tackle there that the whole family can use.
Yep. We got anywhere from the Snoopy pulls and Princess, whatever Princess thing pulls, all the way, up to your high end, a lot of your high end stuff. So. Okay,
all right, and that's good too. If you happen to be on a fishing trip and your reel quits working properly, or you have one favorite pole that you use all the time and it gives up on you, boy, there's nothing more disappointing than that. So you can stop in and get a replacement at Tradewinds.
You bet. We'll do our best to help you out.
Okay.
We'll do our best.
All right. How about your camping, your lodging there? Talk a little bit about that, if you would.
Well, we got our regular overnight RV spots, and then we have our 12 overnight cabins that you can rent. It's call the marina and see if if they're available for the times you want. I know. Seems like for the holiday weekends, the lots fill up fairly quick. But during the week, if a lot of people, they're working in different shifts now where they have time off during the week, and that's a really good time to come out to Sherman because it's nice and quiet, and you don't have a whole lot of crowd, and easy to get a campsite if you want to camp at the marina.
Okay, and what about just stopping by and having a sandwich?
Absolutely. We got the kitchen's on from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay.
On Fridays, and then Saturdays we're on 11 a.m. Saturday and Sunday 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay, all right. Are the guides getting out yet, or is it a little too early as far as fishing guides go?
I haven't seen any of them yet. I honestly haven't looked either. No. No, I think they're getting ready. I know one of them got a new boat this year, so he's been spending time trying to get that rigged up.
Sure. Wow. Well, it's exciting, isn't it, to think about this is going to pop here the next few days. We might get a little, it's not May, it isn't June yet, but, there's a lot of good fishing coming up here in latter part of this month going into May. And the crappies will start going pretty soon, and that brings a lot of families over.
Yep. The crappie are staging right now. They're out and off the drop-offs. They're kind of thinking about coming up and getting ready to spawn. So we just need a little bit more warmth in the water temperature.
Okay, all right, Mark. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Is there anything this morning that you wanted to mention that we didn't talk about?
Yeah. The first weekend of May, the May 1st, is a Saturday, and we are having a kind of a outdoor show where we have a couple dock dealers. We're going to have a boat dealer there, and whoever else decides to show up is just kind of, if you want to show up and show your stuff off. And we're going to have it up here at the marina.
Okay.
It's free of charge. It's free to set up, so if anybody is interested in coming and looking at some new boats, or you got a pond you want to put a dock in, or we'll have that going here on May 1st.
May 1st, that'd be the weekend after this one, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we'll talk to you again before then, Mark, but we're looking forward to talking fishing with you every week here on The Breakfast Show. Appreciate it.
All right. Have a good day.
You too. 8:34 is your time. Brent Apperson, along with Dave Burney, and new special guest. Would you introduce our guest?
Well, sure, would love to. Looks like Paul Burney, Scott Peterson are here from Custer Federal State Bank to visit. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Good morning, Brent.
When I said gentlemen, you just didn't know how to respond, did you? Is that why it took you a little while?
Just wanted to give my partner here an opportunity to speak first.
How's it going, fellas?
Good. You?
Going well. Thank you.
Good.
So how's the banking biz?
It's always, exciting in the world of finance, Brent.
I
know.
Yeah,
You know.
I know. Exciting,
right?
And ups and downs and everything. So
yeah.
Scott, good to see you. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
All right, so where do you guys want to start? I know, Scott, you've kind of been dealing a little bit with the PPP loans and everything, right?
That's correct. Yep.
Okay. How are we standing on those?
We're still knocking them out. So we're doing quite a few of them and kind of just starting the forgiveness process now for those folks that kind of got started early or on the front end of the program. So we're still rocking and rolling. There's still funding available in the program from what they're telling us. And the program's set to expire, I think, May 31st.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And Scott, who all's applicable there that can apply?
Yeah, so for the PPP loans, they're basing that for small businesses who would actually have employees that would have a payroll, and also sole proprietors that would file a Schedule C on their individual tax return, and also farmers and ranchers that would file a Schedule F on their taxes as well, are basically eligible for what they're calling owner's compensation. So the owner of the business would be eligible for a certain amount based on their gross income off that schedule.
This has been, and Brent mentioned it, you've been involved in this, but this has really kind of got big from when it first started, because I think all of us were kind of feeling our way along when it first started, and as an educational process for not only your customers but for you, but there's quite a bit going on with all those different sections of our business world.
Yeah, that is very much true. The SBA, the Small Business Administration, kind of likes to make changes on the fly. So it seems like new rules and changes to loan calculations are coming out all the time. And from what we've done pretty much a year ago with the first round of PPP, things have changed quite a bit as far as who's eligible and how to calculate the loan amount and some of those kind of things. So it changes a lot.
Yeah. A lot of help, though, that was needed, and also spurred some economic activity, I think, with some of the money available, and then you have the stimulus checks coming in, made things pretty lively.
Very much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very helpful for a lot of businesses, and got some money out in our local economy, and overall it's a good program.
Yeah. It's kept you busy, though, right?
Very busy.
Talk a little bit more about the learning curve for you on this program. I mean, it's not like this program was around. It just kind of popped up because of what we went through. Just talk a little bit about the challenges for you, maybe just the bank in general, at trying to get caught up to date and follow this whole process through.
Yeah, I mean, we have a really good staff and a good crew that are working on the program, and good at reading the updates that come from SBA on who's eligible and what changes were maybe made. And it seems like they're coming out with new or changing applications all the time on what we have to submit and where we go, and all these different new rules and things like that are coming out all the time. So it's been a pretty big learning curve. We've learned a lot about reading tax returns and how different people are filed, and state and federal unemployment tax and all kinds of things like that. So it's been a good learning process.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it probably helps when somebody how do I put it? My dad used to say, it helps when you don't do your business out of a shoebox, bringing in the materials that you need. And a lot of us think we have everything that we need on record, and then when something like this comes along, we got to dig a little bit deeper. And I know that makes it a little bit tougher on everybody, but probably helped us organize a little bit too, maybe.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
Got people organized, yeah.
Yeah, had to. So, Paul, what's happening with the housing industry right now?
Well, we talked about this a lot over the weekend.
Yeah,
we had a long weekend together. You knew that, right?
That's good.
Yeah.
By the way, did he? How many times did you celebrate your birthday? Did he celebrate it on the correct day? Or
Well, I got Thursday.
Yeah.
And then I got Friday.
That's nice.
And my mom invented a new portion of your birthday called Pinch Day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which
well,
is
wonderful.
I talked to my Aunt Connie about this, and it turns out that perhaps that was just something that was initiated for the youngest child in the ninth house, and because my Aunt Connie didn't know anything about Pinch Day.
I see.
But my mom did, so I think my grandparents maybe gave her an extra birthday, which Pinch Day was the day after. Pinch to grow an inch, and then you celebrate that one too.
Yeah.
So I had like 72 hours worth. Yeah.
I remember the pinch to grow an inch.
Yeah.
Obviously, you can tell not many people pinch me. So that was, wish they would have done that more.
Maybe they just didn't pinch you hard enough.
Yeah, right. That's probably true.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
Anyway, housing market. Housing
Yes.
market, as my father, David J. Burney, and I discussed over the weekend, the demand has outpaced the inventory at this point. And so you've got this crunch where people would like to maybe upgrade homes or move to a new location, and you have to work pretty fast in order to do that in today's environment, as far as trying to be prepared to be able to make your offer. And so we've got a great staff of mortgage lenders that can help people through that process and analyze, what's affordable, get some kind of initial qualifications out. Here's a range that you can go look at. Here's some programs that are available. We're still in the super low interest rate environment. It kind of keeps dipping up and down, and it's been down here the last week or two. So, anywhere from a 15-year rate somewhere in the 2.25 or thereabouts to 3.25 on a 30 or better. I mean, there's some different qualifications that come into that, or criteria that play into what that rate can be. But you've got a low interest rate environment, a lot of demand, a lot of stimulus money out there, whether it's PPP or just those direct stimulus payments or whatever. And then you've got, the construction piece of this, which has gotten complicated with the cost of materials. So housing crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's pretty much nationwide, but certainly in years past, you see those things happening on the East and West Coast, and they're talking about housing shortages and so forth, and oftentimes that wasn't the case here. But this time around, talking to our customers who are realtors, they're on the air asking you to consider selling your house because it's a good time to do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's just kind of one of those things. You sell it, and the cost of getting into another one it might be a little bit more expensive than maybe typical times, but again, you've got this low interest rate environment which makes your payments more affordable. So,
yeah. And even just to hear those interest rates that you just stated still baffles some of us, because we never thought we'd be talking about 2.5% interest rate on anything, let alone a house.
Right.
So that makes the thing lively.
Definitely.
If we could get those material costs down, boy, wouldn't that be a boom as well?
It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely.
That'll be good. Just off banking for a moment again, and Scott, bear with us here, but I felt like yesterday, and I mentioned this earlier to Brent, I felt like Hunter Thomas was forced to eat 2 sloppy joes last night at supper.
I wasn't. Was he getting taunted, or I didn't?
Yeah, that's right. You were busy doing something else, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. So I didn't miss. Did he get teased into eating more sloppy joe?
Well, he just,
Or for you in the Callaway community, a yum yum.
Yum yum. Right. And then, they just, I told him, stand your ground, man. You're a pork guy. And they just, Hunter, don't you want a sloppy joe? Have a sloppy joe. Go ahead and have a sloppy joe, Hunter. Pretty soon he went and ate 2 of them. I think just in spite.
Do you think he'd be more inclined, or there would be less guilt involved in all this if had, say, some ground bacon been put into the sloppy joe along with it?
Ooh, wouldn't have hurt.
That's a good idea.
It's just a thought.
That's good.
Yeah.
There was no controversy over the brownies and ice cream and chocolate syrup, though. That was not a problem.
I didn't hear a single complaint about that.
Yeah. I know that you guys have been really, really busy at the bank with everybody at your crew, just like I think most all the banks in this area, with PPP and all of that. And just like all businesses, sometimes you'll see a little window to maybe take a look at some of your inside the house things that you're going to be doing, and I'm sure you've got some projects that you might be looking at inside the bank.
Definitely. We'll kind of, we're basically really at the end of our, we call our ag renewals, which are our operating credits for our area ag producers, and by area for us now, it's kind of more of we're kind of expanding our footprint, branching out into some other locations as far as where we're conducting our business. So we're kind of at the tail end of that, and once we get through this final push of PPP, we do have some projects in-house that are planned, and usually the summertime is kind of a good period to work on those things, just because you're not crunched with other things.
Well, and maybe more to come on that later. If some of those things that you're doing are additional services or things like that, you can promote that when the time comes. But
I hate to get too far ahead of myself.
Oh yeah, I agree, because you never know, it might get busy again for something else. Right? Scott, how do you feel about it? Do you call them Yum Yums or do you call them Sloppy Joes?
It's always been a Sloppy Joe in my house.
Mm-hmm. And do you like? Is there a special way you make them? Do you make Sloppy Joes?
I kind of make Sloppy Joes, not really very often.
Yeah,
it's kind of one of those things where I follow the same recipe that my mother makes, but it never turns out as good as when she makes it.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that you can take a stab at it. The favorite story of ours is, and Paul's probably heard this, but the first meal that my wife made before we got married, and it was kind of an experiment, was Sloppy Joes. And she's going to beat me up for this, but oh well.
If she hasn't yet, I think you're safe.
I worked over in boxing last night anyway. Oh man,
Who won that one? I thought
I won. They had to stop the fight. She was so bloodied up.
Oh, that's right. She had Jake LaMotta. We have an odd family tradition, right?
I was going to say,
What was the game? Fight
night on Xbox. Yeah.
Oh, you were playing a video game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's actually
we may be better.
Yeah, we did have an actual fight
that.
one time, but
not a fight. Let's tone it
All
down
right.
a little bit. We had
so you're playing the Xbox last night.
And I just was just jabbing. She started, her boxer started bleeding a lot, and they had to stop the fight. It was great.
My mom was very upset about it.
She brought it up.
Imagine that.
Yeah, she's super competitive.
Yeah, I was going to say, your mom's competitive.
Well, anyway, poor Joan was nervous. She was making the first meal, and she went to put some pepper in the Sloppy Joe mix, and the cap came off, and all the pepper went into the Sloppy Joe mix, and she tried to dig it out, and it was very hot.
Did you eat it?
I ate it. Yeah. I ate it, yes.
Good for you.
Yeah, and I paid her back last night because they had to stop the fight. So, anyway.
Do you ever like to jazz up your Sloppy Joe with a piece of cheese on the top of it? You ever do that?
I put pickles or even some banana peppers.
There you go.
On mine. Yeah.
It's not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Banana peppers are really good.
Maybe some jalapenos. You ever...
I don't know if I put a jalapeno on there, but that sounds good.
If you threw we're...
Oh, yeah.
You're going to start something new for you.
I was going to say, we're like making up our own Sloppy Joe.
Call it the Breakfast Show Sloppy Joe.
Yeah. Yes.
That would work, wouldn't it, Scott?
Good. Yeah, sponsored by Custer Federal.
Yeah.
Hey,
so let me write that down.
So is it possible for us to come in and get a marketing loan or something if we want to try to get this thing started?
Maybe a sponsorship.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Summer's coming up. We could go to the festivals and have Breakfast Show Sloppy Joes.
There you go.
And you wouldn't have to have a grill or anything, just a crock pot and some bread. Now, Paul kind of got cut short because he was busy having fun in the other room, and then we ate all the buns. So he had to put his Sloppy Joe on 2 pieces of bread. And that just doesn't work quite as well.
It was a different experience, but it was still good.
Yeah. You might want to get out the fork for that one.
Yeah. Kind of a knife and fork thing.
Yeah. Well, we've covered a lot of ground here.
Haven't we, though?
Good news is Custer Federal's there for you every day. And nowadays, if you want to come in and do your banking, Scott, you can do that, certainly. But you have all the digital tools that people can use to where they can do all their banking with their busy schedules without having to come in, right?
That's correct, yeah. Online banking or mobile banking right on your phone or tablet. It's a great way to keep up on all your accounts and transactions and everything. Yep.
Okay. And let's see, you guys, did you start at 8?
Lobby opens at 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, but drive-through is open at 8.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the walk-up, you can drop your deposit in through the day, and I guess the night too. Yeah.
Yeah, we do have the night drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the Kearney location, same hours.
Yep.
Then you can conduct, if you have accounts, you can conduct business at either location.
ATM's right in the drive-through.
Correct.
Yep.
See, that's kind of a problem for a guy my age, because it takes me so long that there might be somebody behind me.
You feel the pressure.
And I would screw it up. So I just go to the window and get the cash that way. You can do either one.
You can.
But,
Yeah.
I wonder if we could get an app for a Sloppy Joe.
An app?
To do what?
For Sloppy
for
Joe,
people to order Sloppy Joe.
Oh, to order.
Oh.
Well. Yeah, but just think about the possibilities. A rewards program, all kinds of stuff, man.
Yeah. We'll need a loan, guys.
Yeah.
We'll
come
gonna
and
need a
visit
loan.
with you.
100th bag of buns, you get one free or something like that, right?
You want us to visit with you or set an appointment with Scott?
Oh, it doesn't. We could all meet together.
Oh,
There you go.
Could we go into the
Be the Sloppy Joe Brain Trust.
Yeah.
They'll call us. Yeah.
Can we go into the big conference room that you got there?
Sure.
In the back.
You bet.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it okay if I bring a laptop along, just open it up, make it look like
Type a lot while we're talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll borrow Jeff's briefcase. That way it'll make us look like.
What's in that thing?
I don't know. Never seen inside of it.
Does it glow when he opens it
Not
up?
off the sides, I think
I don't
it
know.
glows.
Might.
It's like Pulp Fiction. It's like Marcellus Wallace's soul.
Yeah,
trapped in there.
something. There could be Sloppy Joes in there. We don't know.
You never know.
He might have the world's best Sloppy Joe recipe contained right there in that briefcase.
Could be.
Well, if it's in there, we're going to get it. Thanks, guys.
Hey, thank you. Well, this was fun.
Yeah.
Breakfast show Sloppy Joes were created this morning with Custer Federal.
Yeah.
And we'll be going there for financing and have a big meeting in the big room. So you're going to bring the top dog in for that, Brad?
Bring both Brads in for that.
Brad Bell probably has a mean Sloppy Joe recipe.
Could.
I bet he does.
There's no doubt.
And he's probably got a nice homemade bottle of wine to go with it.
Mm-hmm.
Sloppy Joe's and a bottle of wine. Now we're talking.
Yeah. If you throw a tablecloth out, it'd be like a high profile meal right
Oh,
there.
big time.
Yeah. Little candle.
Yeah.
Candle. I'd get one of those.
A single rose right there in the middle.
Woven basket with a little cloth over it.
Uh-huh.
Put the buns in.
Yeah, you really want to woo somebody, you break out the Sloppy Joes.
Scott, would you go home and try that at your house and let us know how that works?
I will. I'll let you know. I'll report back.
Okay. We'll take a timeout.
When you choose ACE as your natural gas supplier, you receive more than a competitive natural gas rate. Community-owned ACE returns revenue to communities for projects such as a recreational trail in Albion and park improvements in St. Paul, Ravenna, Ord, and Broken Bow. Get a competitive rate and support local communities. Choose ACE during this year's Extended Choice Gas Selection Period, March 18th through April 22nd at aceenergy.org. ACE, heating homes, powering communities.
Pearson Physical Therapy in Broken Bow is seeking a caring, high-energy individual to assist in patient care as a physical therapy technician. Responsibilities include assisting physical therapists with non-clinical tasks, helping patients move through the clinic, keeping treatment areas clean, stocked, and organized, as well as assisting patients with light exercises. High school diploma required, college student or college graduate with previous clinical experience preferred. wage dependent on experience. Send a cover letter and resume to pearsonphysicaltherapy@gmail.com.
You know your farm or ranch needs protection for your home, buildings, equipment, and machinery. But do you wonder if these things are protected well enough? This is Chip with Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, and we can provide the protection you need by choosing from several companies that have protected ag producers for over 100 years with outstanding products and exceptional claim service. To find out more, give Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency a call today at 308-836-2201.
Ask Universal Insurance in Broken Bow if auto owners make sense for you.
From indoor and outdoor to out in the field, Ansley Lumber and Supply has what you need for your projects. There's nothing stronger than LP Smart Side siding for your home, and Pella, Marvin, and North Star windows can increase efficiency greatly. They have them. Does your kitchen need a new look? Well, Ansley Lumber has several lines of cabinets to choose from, and they offer quartz and granite countertops. Benjamin Moore Paint can freshen up a look, plus they have metal for your buildings, plus creosote and copper posts. Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
You'll want to come see us this week at Bo Bootery because you could end up with a free pair of shoes. Right now, purchase a pair of Merrells or Vikings and enter into a drawing for a chance to win back your entire purchase price. We have a great variety of Merrells and Vikings to look at and try on. They are so comfy, your feet are sure to love them. Come see all the colors and styles at Bo Bootery on the square in Broken Bow.
Join Ollie's Coffee Shop and Boutique in Sargent for a high tea party. What's that, you ask? Enjoy a traditional English high tea while you make your own custom vinyl tea to take home for your closet. See what they did there? For just a $25 cost per person, you get food, tea, coffee, and the t-shirt itself. You're encouraged to get your gal pals together, dress up, and go have fun. Think Downton Abbey. Hats, gloves, dresses, prizes for best dressed, most original, and more. Sunday the 25th from 2 until 4. A high tea party at Ollie's in Sargent.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Special Report. The Associated Press is reporting Attorney General Merrick Garland is expected to announce the Justice Department will open a sweeping investigation into policing practices in Minneapolis after former officer Derek Chauvin's murder conviction in the death of George Floyd. Minnesota Governor Tim Walz tells CBS this morning,
"We're celebrating something that should have been so clear-cut and normal, but it's not for black Minnesotans and black Americans."
George Floyd's brother Philonis also on CBS this morning.
We have to make sure that everybody is held accountable.
Floyd family attorney Ben Crump tells CBS,
"It was very powerful to see the police come in and testify against a police officer in their department, something I had never seen in my professional career. And our fervent prayer, part of George Floyd's legacy, is that this will be a precedent."
Derek Chauvin faces up to 40 years in prison. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Deb Carson.
The Oakland A's have now won 10 in a row after sweeping a doubleheader from the Twins, 7-0 and 1-0. Oakland moves into a tie with Seattle for the AL West lead. The Mariners were shut out by the Dodgers, 1-0. LA improved to a Major League best 14-4 with that victory. Red Sox picked up their American League leading 12th win of the season, beating the Blue Jays 4-2. And the Yankees snapped their 5-game skid with a 3-1 win over the Braves. In NBA action, Kyrie Irving led the Nets with 32 points as Brooklyn topped the Pelicans 134-129. Zion Williamson with 33 in the loss. And the Nets say that James Harden will now be out indefinitely after having a setback in his rehab for the hamstring injury. The Knicks won their 7th in a row, beating the Hornets 109-97. And the Clippers edged the Trailblazers in Portland 113-112.
Here's your weatherology forecast. For today, look for mostly sunny skies with high temperatures working up into the upper 40s. Then for tonight, mostly clear, a low of 26. For your Thursday, a chance for some snow showers to start, mixing with and changing over to rain into the afternoon, highs up to 49. For your Friday, back to sunny, dry conditions, lower 60s for highs, and for Saturday, sunny up to 58. For the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Michael Carroll.
Hi, everybody. This is Roger Sloan with the Lillian Church of Christ. My mission is to, 1, encourage you to grow in your relationship with God, 2, make Jesus Lord, that means boss of your life, and 3, invite you to worship Him as you attend your church on Sunday. Of course, if you're looking for a church home or if you want some help with any of these 3 things, give us a call, 872-2618, where we love to share Jesus.
It's 9:03. It's 31 degrees outside. If I can read across the room there, I think I got it right. Well, Brent, we've had a busy morning, and we're not slowing down. We got more wonderful guests in the studio here this morning. We want to thank our guests that have been in, which would include the Custer, I did it again, the Garden Center, Ryan Anderson at the Garden Center. Talked with Trish at Designs of Distinction, the guys from Custer Federal State Bank, and also Mark with Tradewinds Marina. Now we're going to talk about Custer Care Center, which I've been trying to say all morning long.
There you go. Yes. Now you get to say it.
Our guests from Custer Care Center are here.
Yeah. All right.
Good to have you back. Yeah. Jeanette, how are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Good. Who'd you bring with you here?
I brought Mary Amos.
Mary Amos, how you doing, Mary?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Good. Good.
She's one of our home care workers.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love doing it. I love, and I try to keep them home as long as I can, you know.
Yeah, we've talked about that a lot with Jeanette. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
A lot different, probably, concept than 25 or 30 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's been 30 years this year, so.
It has 30?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Yeah. We've been going a while.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
So So, where do you work here or all around, Mary?
I work all around. I have one client here, and then I have a client in Taylor, and I have 2 other clients in Sargent.
Okay. Now, without using names, of course, how much does it vary from home to home, the care that is needed or what they ask you to do?
It varies.
Yeah.
I have one client that acquires everything for him. And then my other 3 clients, cooking, laundry, cleaning the bathroom, vacuuming.
That
So,
sort
yeah,
of thing.
Yeah.
Brent, I know you're young enough yet that it doesn't probably bother you, but making a bed, for so many years you never thought about. But making a bed, and I don't do it too often, but I did the other day because we had company coming in.
Yeah, right.
And
Okay, now he tells
I'm thinking, that's a lot more work than it used to be. And I think about being maybe 10 years older than I am right now, where that would really be a tough task to accomplish.
It is very hard for them to do.
Yeah.
It's a lot. You'd have to, lift the mattress, put that sheet under there,
Lift it up, yeah. Stretch
hard for them,
across.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
So,
either walk, stretch or walk around, and some
Yeah.
of them don't have that good a balance to, to be doing that.
that's true. That kind of goes away as we go along, right? So
I'm sure this varies too, but how often do you go into the home? Is it once a week? Is it more than that, or does it just depend on the client?
Well, my one in Taylor, I go in 4 days a week.
Okay.
The 2 in Sargent, I go in. One of them I go 3 days a week, and the other one I go in 2 days a week. And then the one here in Breckenbow, I come in once a week.
And then she cooks on Wednesday mornings. So
Wow.
And I'm a med aide too, so.
Yeah, so
Mary, that's a little bit of traveling time. Plus, typically how I know it depends on what their needs are, but you're going to spend a few hours there at the very least at each one, aren't you?
Yes. Mondays and Thursday mornings, for an hour just to give a shower and to help make the bed and clean up the bathroom. My client Taylor, I'm there 4 and 5 hours a day, and then the other one is 2 hours, 2 days a week. So it's
So it's a pretty healthy bed of time.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's always something different that you do. Like when I go to the one in Sargent, one of them on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I may do just half of it on Tuesday so I have enough Thursday. But sometimes there's more than you can handle for both
Sure.
days.
Yeah.
And you just do what you can do. But I usually get everything done.
Well, Mary, you seem like a person that would be willing to listen and visit with the folks that you're helping out. That's a pretty big part of what you do, I would think. Maybe just the conversations you have while you're doing the work.
Yes, the conversations. We get to laughing. I mean, it's, and it's, I love to see them laugh,
Yeah.
And I try to make them laugh, tell them a joke or act silly, just to get that laugh out of them, make them feel good, But yeah, I have one client that just makes you laugh all the time. I mean, he's just, and he lives with his sister, and it's just, we'll say things to him, and then his sister will come in and say something. I say, well, yeah, just like she said.
Yeah.
It's.
So you actually get a little bit out of that, or maybe not a little bit, maybe a lot out of it too, being a part of that conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of it, yeah.
Jeanette, this is the exact type of person that you're looking for to
Right.
fill the needs, I would think. She's
yes,
a great
once
example.
Mary goes into a home, then the clients want only Mary to go into the home. So
It's been like that. I'll be here 6 years, and it's been that way for 6 years.
yeah, they get attached to certain client staff, and so if she takes any time off, well, they'll say, well, I can just do without until she comes back. We don't need to have anything until she comes back.
We don't get married. We don't want it at all, right?
Right. Yeah. So that's the kind of staff that I appreciate, though. That I know they're going to do a good job. When you send them into a home, I know that the clients are going to like what they do, and I know that they're going to like what they're doing because Mary's done this for many years before she started working for us, and she's she's been good at it. So.
Well, Mary, we need you to keep going and maybe mentor some other folks to do what you're doing, because the need just seems to be growing, Jeanette. I can't imagine how much it's grown since you started offering this service.
Oh yeah, and right at the moment it's really difficult because Monday I got 3 referrals. I don't have enough staff to do, and I just hate turning people away, but, but we can't, we can't be everywhere. We try to, but, so far I haven't had to turn anybody away, but we know that
it could happen. Yeah.
It could happen, yes. They may not be able to go as many times as they'd like to have.
Yeah. And Brent, that's Jeanette's nature. If she can help somebody, she's going to do it, and certainly Mary fits into that. That's the success of Custer Care Center, really, guys. I think that's why you've done so well.
Yeah, and we like what we do, so whatever it is we do, we like what we do.
So, Mary, what's for dinner today? What's lunch?
Well, we were supposed to have fried chicken and potato salad, but Jeanette decided that we needed to go down to the rummage sale and go to Pizza Hut today. So.
So you're getting a little break.
We're gonna go out.
And you can
for
do
the
that
first
now.
time, yes. So
they can have fried chicken. So I'll make the potato salad for tonight for supper. Then they can fry the chicken. So. Yeah.
That sounds pretty good.
It does sound good.
Yeah. It's like having a picnic tonight.
Yeah.
Fried chicken and potato salad.
That's right.
Yeah. So, Jeanette, still full at the facility itself?
Yes, we are.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they need to contact you and get on a list.
Right. If they're looking for a longer care. Long-term care, they need to be on the list.
Okay. And that's another thing you used to be able to offer, I think, when you had both facilities. Are you still able to offer short-term care after surgeries and that sort of thing? But
Well, we're limited on whether we have room available, we've done that some. But one of the things we've been doing a little more lately is doing adult daycare in the evening.
Oh.
So we've been having people come in and stay in the evening while somebody works in the evening shift. And so then they bring their family member in and stay for the evening and have supper with us and then go home later in the evening. So that works well for adult day services because we're limited on how many people we can have in the facility for adult day services. And so this works really well. So
that sounds great. There's a lot of us are kind of this way. We like our alone time, and maybe we get kind of used to that, but we need a few moments a day, if not a couple hours a day, where we're actually interacting and enjoying a family-type environment or community environment. And that offers that to folks.
Yeah, so it gives people a little time away at a different time of day. We used to think adult day services had to be just during the daytime, and it doesn't. It can be anything less than 24 hours. So that's what adult day services are. So that's been working for some, and so it gives different people coming in at a different time of the day too.
Okay, so let's run it down, Brent. We have transportation services, which we talked about before, where you are able to pick up people and take them for medical needs. That's exploded on you.
Yes.
And then you have the facility where people can stay long term. That's full. And then you have the in-home care that you provide with people like Mary that has grown beyond belief. And so there's a real need for your services and a real need for more people like Mary, isn't there?
Right. Definitely. So we have a new person starting today, so that's good.
Yeah.
And so
well, everyone in every profession right now is looking for
help. They are.
They really are. It's a good and a slightly frustrating thing.
Yeah. No, I haven't needed help for a while, but now we're kind of really needing some help. So
kind of ebbs and flows. That's the joy of management, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that makes my Wednesdays so good when I'm doing it. Scheduling on Wednesday.
There you go.
I love that day.
So we're going to have pizza, scheduling, fried chicken, and potato salad later.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Excel.
Mary, it's really cool that you come. I hope you come back and kind of keep us updated. It's good to talk to some people out there that's on the ground with this sort of thing.
Right.
Jeanette, I'm glad you brought Mary in.
Yeah, I love doing it. I mean, my clients mean the world to me. I
Yeah,
I
can
want to
tell
keep them
that.
home as long as I can. I mean, that's what I'm there for.
Well, that's what you do, and we're darn glad about it, aren't we, Brent?
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're more happier at home.
Yeah. Well, we all are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
We like our houses.
Yes.
Sometimes when we look around, we wonder why we don't clean them more often. But
Yeah, I ask myself that every day.
you have your own place to take care of, right?
Yeah.
So you live here in town?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you're kind of in the center, and wow.
Go wherever.
Yeah. Well, thanks, ladies.
Thank you very much.
It's been great having you in. Appreciate it.
You betcha.
We'll take a time out.
All right.
Are your aches and pains preventing you from doing the things you love? Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. We offer complete one-on-one physical therapy for you. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111. Team Physical Therapy is known as the best hands in town, and we will help you achieve your goals and keep you moving in 2021. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111 or check us out on the web at myteampt.com.
How clean is your nose? Most airborne germs and allergens invade through the nose, your body's air filter. It's first line of defense. You wash your hands and brush your teeth, but what about your nose? Did you know there's an easy way to keep your nose clean and help your body protect itself? It's called Navage Nasal Care. Navage uses powered suction to clean your nose by flushing out pollen, mucus, bacteria, and viruses. Millions use Navage for fast, all-natural relief from sinus congestion and allergies, and to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier without drugs. Navage is easy to use, affordable, and it comes with an absolute guarantee of satisfaction. And 50,000 independent online reviews averaging 4.7.
competitive natural gas supplier. Constellation provides reliable natural gas supply to homes, businesses, farms, and ranches across dozens of Nebraska counties. And we support 4-H and FFA in every one. Call 877-274-5710 or visit nebraskagas.com. But hurry, the selection period ends Thursday, April 22nd. Choose natural gas supply from Constellation.
Ever feel like your insurance company doesn't know you?
Insurance Corporation will issue generic plans where agricultural activities occur.
Only a human can visit your farm or ranch to know what you need. Find out why Farm Bureau Financial Services is the #1 ag insurer. It's your future. Let's protect it. Talk to an agent today or visit fbfs.com/protect. #1 ag insurer across our 8-state territory. 2019 SNL PNC Group Direct Written Premium.
No matter how large or small your digging project may be, no matter how urban or rural, you must always call 811 or click ne1call.com 2 business days before any digging project. Make the call to 811 or click ne1call.com.
Unused prescription opioid pain medicines can spell trouble. Safely dispose of opioids before they can hurt your family. Find a drug take-back option such as medicine drop boxes. Visit www.fda.gov/drug disposal.
Corn, soybean, and cotton growers are in a race against time when it comes to hard-to-kill weeds. Interline herbicide from UPL works fast to eliminate some of the most challenging glyphosate-resistant weeds, including Palmer amaranth, water hemp, mare's tail, and ragweed. Interline can be used as a burn-down treatment or as an over-the-top treatment in glufosinate-tolerant crops, including Liberty Link varieties. Ask your retailer or UPL sales representative about Interline. And always read and follow label directions.
It is 9:22. What a great guest list we had today, and we're still going to talk about a few more things, but we want to thank everybody for coming in. You know, we get a lot of comments on the breakfast show, and, you know, most of them are positive, and people say, oh, you guys have so much fun. It's fun to listen to you. Well, a lot of the reason it's fun to listen to is people like Mary, who was just in, and the guys from the bank, and talking fishing with Mark, and talking gardening with Ryan, and Trish with Designs of Distinction, which we mentioned earlier. Those folks, they actually pay to be on the show, if you can believe it or not. It's pretty amazing to me. But they come out and they talk about their businesses, but they're willing to have some fun and talk about some other things. And so it's a great way to communicate, and hopefully you folks will continue to enjoy our conversations, because we sure enjoy having the folks in. Also, we enjoy a good movie with theater popcorn and the ambiance of a theater with the big speakers, the big screen. Now, we all know that we can watch movies at home one way or another. I know Joan and I get crazy sometimes and watch a little movie on our VCR. Just kidding. But there's a lot of ways to watch.
Is the clock still blinking on your VCR?
Yeah, we don't set the clock. All kidding aside, it's still the very best to go to the movies and enjoy that experience.
Yep, absolutely. And boy, are we blessed to have the Fox Theater right here in Broken Bow. And we want to kind of run down the movie schedule for you this week. Still showing is The Girl Who Believes in Miracles. I think kind of an inspiration and faith-based film. It's rated PG. And it is showing now at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. So you can take that in tonight, tomorrow, and it looks like it will continue then through the weekend on into next week as well. Godzilla and Kong, they're still battling. An opportunity to see one of the big blockbusters of the year. It's still showing at the Fox Theater. It'll continue to show tonight and tomorrow. And Godzilla vs. Kong will continue on through the weekend and into next week as well. But time is starting to run out on that a little bit. So if you want to get in to see one of the big films of the spring going into the summer, make sure you take advantage of it. It's showing now at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. One film that's going to be ending its run this week is the show Nobody. And it will show tonight and tomorrow. The last day will be Thursday. So if you want to take in the film Nobody, you'll have to do it tonight or tomorrow, as it will end its run at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow. So as we look ahead to the weekend, coming up on Friday, a new film coming into the Fox Theater, And this is another one of the big films here this spring going into the summer, and that is Mortal Kombat. It'll start on Friday at the Fox Theater, show Friday and Saturday and Sunday. Don't forget, they do a matinee on Sunday afternoons, too. We should remind everybody of that. Mortal Kombat will show twice on Sunday at 4:40 and at 7:10. They'll have matinees for The Girl Who Believes in Miracles and for Godzilla vs. Kong on Sunday afternoon as well. But Mortal Kombat coming to the Fox Theater. It'll start showing on Friday, run through the weekend on into next week. Some of the things listed as to what's coming up: The Wrath of Man, Spiral, Cruella, and Quiet Place 2, some of the films that will be showing up soon at the Fox Theater. We always encourage you to check out their website. It's now watchthefox.com, and you can check out the show times and everything right there on the website. You can purchase tickets online as well. I've done that a couple of times. That's real convenient. So take advantage of checking out their website, watchthefox.com. Don't forget they do have the free Popcorn Tuesday nights sponsored by Nebraska State Bank. So take advantage of the enjoyment of the movies and go see them at the Fox Theater in Broken Bow.
Thank you, Brent. And they will work with you as businesses out there if you want to do a promotion for the movies. Off-Broadway, most recently, working with the Tiffany on special presentations that were for specific folks, and you can talk to them about that. Of course, birthday parties and business parties and so forth, they're up for that. Talk to Tanya, and she'll take care of you there. You're listening to The Breakfast Show, and it's time to talk about Gibbons Electric, LLC.
They don't monkey around, Dave.
They don't. And Andy is getting ready, I think I can go ahead and announce this now, for an open house coming up at Gibbons Electric at 612 Main Street in Ansley. And that's coming up on Friday, April 30th. That's the date. And they'll start at 9 a.m. It'll be all day in Ansley, America. And they'll have food and some prizes, gift certificates, and other items that will be available for their open house in Ansley, Gibbons Electric, LLC, on Friday, April 30th. Also, this morning we mentioned earlier, the drive-through mobile food bank is coming back to Broken Bow, and that will be on Saturday, April 24th. So that's this Saturday at 9 a.m. And as before, they'll be located at the Berean Bible Church parking lot. You don't even have to get out of the car, and you can drive through and come and get food for a family of 4 for a week. And it'll all be boxed up and ready to go for you. So be sure and take advantage of that, because they want to keep getting the food to you, because that way the food truck will continue to come to our community and to others in the area as well. As we mentioned, coming up, we'll be talking this week with Andrew Ambrose with the Custer County Economic Development Corporation about a special activity, a ribbon cutting, groundbreaking ceremony that's coming up in conjunction with the Sandhills Journey Scenic Byway. And that's all we're going to say, because we don't want to spoil his press release.
All right. Sounds good. Hey, Circle V Stitch and Post, they are ready to get something created for you. Maybe you're looking for a special personalized gift. Velma can do some really neat things with her quality custom embroidery. She has several things on stock, things like T-shirts and hats and sweatshirts. One great item that she carries are personalized towels. She has on hand some colorful towels, perfect for graduation or maybe a wedding gift. You can have their name or initials embroidered on them, maybe the year that they're graduating or the date of their wedding. A lot of neat things that Velma can do for you. So she can put together all kinds of different things. It all begins with a phone call or stop out and see her to get your creation started today. The phone number is 872-6173. Of course, Circle V Stitch and Post located just north of Broken Bow out on Paulson Road.
I want to remind you that today, Grazer's Bar and Grill in Arnold is a sponsor for our gift card sweepstakes call-ins. And those will get underway later on today on both KCNI, KBBN. So be sure and listen for your chance to get registered. You can register every time we ask for a call. You can register once during a song. You must be 18 years of age to participate. And it's all sponsored for you today by Grazer's Bar and Grill in Arnold, Nebraska. Also, we'll begin our senior salutes today, as we mentioned. And we'll be having Ansley here on KBBN. And let's see, what do we got over on KCNI? It's Litchfield, right?
Litchfield, I believe,
Yep.
yeah.
So Litchfield on KCNI, Ansley here on KBBN. We'll swap that around tomorrow. And again, if you would like to know the schedule, it's available on sandhillsexpress.com, right on the front page. Now, we also mentioned that Jeremy Shipe has been working on promoting our parks because this is the centennial celebration of Nebraska parks. I believe the first park, if I heard the conversation correctly, started at Shadron 100 years ago, and then many parks added since that time. We love our parks. We enjoy them, and we're going to celebrate that this summer. And Jeremy's been working with the Nebraska Game and Parks and has got things set up for us to give away some prizes. We'll start with the Nebraska State Park passes that we're going to kick off the celebration with on Monday. We'll be giving those away through the week right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Freddie has been so patient out at Sylvester's since March of last year. He has been wanting and needing to bring live music into Sylvester's because that's what he does. That's what he's done for 25 years. And because of COVID, that didn't work. I believe he's ready to rock.
He is, for the first time in a long time. I say that because there's a bunch of O's in the middle of long. A long time. It's time for a band at Sylvester's in Broken Bow, and they're coming this Friday night. And, what a great band to come in and kind of get things rolling again. Many of you are familiar with them. Whiskey Bent coming back to Sylvester's. They'll be there from 9 to 1. There's no cover charge. Just come on out, enjoy the music, enjoy the night. It'll be Friday. Of course, they're known for high-energy shows, light instrumentals, and Tim Zock's strong vocals. They cover everything from Eric Church to Johnny Cash, from Garth to Metallica. They got it all. They are country with crunch, they like to say, and they bring rock attitude. So come on out and enjoy Whiskey Bent this Friday night at Sly's from 9 until 1. Dave, Sylvester's is the quiet little place
that rocks! It's so fun to do that.
Grocery Cart is open every day from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. These specials are just a few of the savings you can get right now. Hormel boneless end pork loin roast, $1.88 a pound. Marie Callender's pot pies, 2 for $6, and Marie Callender's dinners are 2 for $6 as well. Kool-Aid, Country Time, or Tang drink mix, 3 for $10, and On the Border tortilla chips are $1.98. In the deli, Kreshmar off-the-bone turkey or ham is $6.48, and Mrs. Jerry's sweet pepper slaw is $2.98. Grocery Cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley salutes the graduating seniors at all our local schools. This group of graduates is made up of hardworking individuals who have already learned the benefits of being dedicated to academic excellence, a lesson certain to help them reach even loftier goals. Whether it's college, the military, or immediately into the workforce, these young people are well prepared, thanks to their teachers and their parents. The community is very proud of them. Best of luck from Insurance of the Heartland in Ansley.
It's grilling season. Is your grill game a little weak? Go to Lines Appliance and ask Brent about the Kamado Joe grills, sure to take your cooking to the next level. Born from Asian cooking tradition, Kamado-style grills replicate wood oven cooking. Their original design allows for perfect airflow that evenly distributes heat and flavor. Kiss those grill hot spots goodbye. They also have Blackstone grills and griddles for an outdoor gas option. Lines is your Whirlpool, KitchenAid, and Maytag dealer for washers, dryers, refrigerators, freezers, and ranges. Shop with them in Broken Bow soon.
When it comes to weed control, I'm looking for results. That's why I choose the Roundup Ready Extend crop system. It controls more weeds than any other cotton system. And with up to 14 days of soil activity on certain small-seeded broadleaf weeds, my fields are set up for long-lasting protection from Palmer pigweed, mare's tail, and other tough-to-control weeds. With the triple tolerance of Bullguard 3 XtendFlex cotton to dicamba, glyphosate, and glufosinate, I'm getting 3 modes of action to help keep my fields clean. When you put it all together, I'm getting flexibility, advanced weed control, and proven performance. That's why the Roundup Ready Extend crop system is the #1 choice for so many of us. For me, the choice is easy. I choose results. I choose the Roundup Ready Extend crop system.
Claims are based on approved EPA herbicide labels as of October 2020. Pair with a strong weed management program. Always read and follow IRM where applicable. Grain marketing and all other stewardship practices and pesticide label directions.
I really believe we've stumbled onto something this morning.
What's that, Dave?
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show Sloppy Joe.
It's got a great ring to it.
With jalapeno. Oh, that goes together
jalapeno,
too.
Yeah, jalapenos, banana peppers. Oh, yeah, we can. Actually, I think we just need to experiment maybe a little bit with the Sloppy Joe and come across a recipe that we believe is top of the line.
Breakfast show quality?
Yes. Yikes. Well, I said top of the line.
I know some of you out there have just fallen off your chairs, but...
Yeah. But it's got a great ring to it. I mean, the Breakfast Show Sloppy Joe. It just kind of rolls off the tongue.
It really does, and the first thing that comes to our mind here at KCNI KBBN is we might be able to raise some money for some good causes with the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show Sloppy Joe.
Yep. And I know that I've brought this up before and we've talked about it, but one of my favorite things that I've ever seen done here at the radio station was when you and Bob you had 2 little packets of Kool-Aid, I think, and you went downtown and you just made a pitcher of Kool-Aid and you were going to sell cups of Kool-Aid to raise money for Annabelle, right?
Yeah, Annabelle
to
Dunbar,
send her to Disney World,
exactly,
I think.
Yeah.
And you guys just showed up with a little table, a pitcher of Kool-Aid, and the next thing you know, people from all over are coming downtown to the square, donating to Annabelle.
Yeah.
And that's one of my favorite memories of anything that's been done here at KCNI KBBN, because it
was fun.
It just really said a lot about the community for the way they came out and just started laying down money when you and Bob just went down there with a bucket of Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
That was pretty neat.
That was also, we extended that out too for spankings.
I remember that too.
Teresa Bass got spanked pretty good.
Yeah, we used the
we did
Louis,
we all did, I guess.
Yeah, that was Louis. Our friend Louis Stidham came in with the cheese board.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I was familiar with that cheese board.
I was going to say, yeah.
We had a conversation about that last night, too, about
did you?
How things have changed from over the years in disciplinary actions in schools.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, you could get a book over your head at any moment when we were in school. Mm-hmm. Not that you didn't deserve it.
Yeah,
but
right.
That doesn't work anymore. But anyway,
okay, yeah.
Back to the fundraiser for Annabelle. I loved waking up, getting up, kind of walking around the house on Saturday morning and looking out my window, our window of the house, and seeing Annabelle's scooter with the flag in the driveway. So she would come to visit. And you go out and visit with Annabelle on a Saturday morning. You couldn't beat that any which way. That was great. All right, let's talk a little bit about Roxanne. I don't mean about her personal business. I just wouldn't go there. But Roxanne's professional business, I will certainly highlight.
Good. You should highlight it because it's a great service to have right here.
I was going to get myself in trouble.
I was going to say I could tell that you're that. I wish sometime, when I guess with Facebook Live now, you can kind of sense it and see it a little bit. But there are moments in the show when Dave gets the look. And the look is, should I say it or should I not? And I got to be honest, as the co-host, sometimes I get real nervous when I when I see that look.
Well, I was just going to relate the song Roxanne to Roxanne. I'm not sure this Roxanne really likes that, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to remain on task.
Good.
Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 30 years of experience right here in Custer County, right here in Broken Bow, Nebraska. And she's got some specials going on that you'll want to check out. She has some trade-in specials on trade-ins that you can find out more about. Available to trade in your old technology for the new state-of-the-art technology. So she is ready to go for you. And we talk about it every time. We go see a foot doctor. We go see a eye doctor. We go see a general practitioner every once in a while to make sure everything's okay. But we don't as often as we should do a yearly checkup for our ears, for our hearing. And Roxanne will do it for you. And if you don't need hearing aids, fine. If you do, she'll head you in the right direction and fit it to your needs and as best she can to your budget. She has wonderful ways to save, so talk to Roxanne about it. Her number is 308-384-3852 to make an appointment or ask questions, or stop in. Located in the Broken Bow Chamber Building, 4 doors down from the Bow Bootery. The business name is on the glass window in the front. Nebraska Land Hearing Center in Broken Bow, Nebraska, on the east side of the square.
Okay. Was it yesterday or the day before? And I don't know if I want to bring back this conversation or not, but I'm going to.
Okay.
You started going on about dogs. Making a mess.
Doo-doo.
Yes, dog
That
doo-doo.
was yesterday.
Was that yesterday?
Yesterday was a weird day, and I apologize, Brent. My brain was not in one place very long, and I was skipping around from different subjects, and one of those that popped up, and poor Sally with
yeah,
Awards
that's right.
and More.
Yeah, Sally was in here, and the next thing you know, you're talking about dog doo-doo.
Yeah. But today we can talk about dog doo-doo and be on task.
Yes, we can. Well, that's why I kind of bring it up, because Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. Now, we talked about this place of business a lot. Just a great place. It's right there downtown Arnold. Delicious drinks, hot, cold drinks, delicious treats to enjoy, but they got a gift department too. And they bring in some interesting things sometimes. And because you're talking about dog doo-doo, we want to let you know that at Brubaker's, they now carry the Mud Pie Dog Duty Doggy Bab Pouch.
I don't know.
Okay, this it's really neat. It holds rolls of disposable waste bags that attaches to a leash.
Mm-hmm.
So you're taking your dog out walking. Maybe you're traveling. You know, lots of times we take the pet when we're traveling, and you have to, pull off at a rest area or something. They like for you to obviously pick up the mess.
Because you can't get your sister-in-law to watch the dog. You got to take them with you.
So this is really perfect for dog walks and traveling. They also carry Pets Don't Stink products.
Really?
Yep. These products are crafted with natural alternatives to harsh or harmful chemicals found in other products. The collection is made with all natural core ingredients and fragrances derived from natural extracts and essential oils, which provide a pleasing and long-lasting scent.
Very nice.
Yeah. So there you go. They have that at Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. They carry other novelty gifts and toys, as well as a wonderful baby section full of soft and playful baby gifts. So check them out. It is Brubaker's Coffee House and Gifts. You'll find them in Arnold. They're open Tuesday through Friday, 8 to 5, and open Saturday, 9 to 3.
Very good. And as Sally mentioned, you don't have to have a law to tell you to take care of your animals and make sure your animals don't offend someone else.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we learned yesterday from Sally, Awards and More.
Mm-hmm.
She could even get you a little trophy with your dog on it, probably.
Yeah.
Picture of your dog. Stop while I'm ahead. I was going to go down the doo-doo trail.
See, there you go. You had I could see it. That was that look again. Should I say it?
No.
Should I not say it?
Nope, not going to do it.
Good for you.
I'm going to talk about more jobs, though.
Okay, yes. Moving right along.
BD in Broken Bow is currently hiring operators, and technical personnel. And they'll begin with their walk-in interviews again today. That's today from 3 until 5 p.m. You, as a candidate, can come in to the visitor's main entrance and will meet with the recruiters and be checked in. In May, the walk-in interviews will be the first and third Wednesdays of each month. Now, BD offers competitive benefits of health, dental, life, a company-matched 401k, and paid time off. And it all starts on the first day of your job, which is unbelievable. Offers competitive starting salaries along with shift differential pay. Remember, apply at bd.com/careers and attend BD's walk-in interviews today to start your journey to being a part of their great team at BD in Broken Bow, Nebraska.
Justin Connor contacted us, and we have listed on sandhillsexpress.com employment page, looking for self-motivated, responsible year-round employee to work on a farm and ranch. Modern equipment, competitive wage, and salary will be negotiable pending on experience. To find out more, give them a call at 308-527-1506. Again, they're looking for some year-round employee to work on a farm ranch, modern equipment, competitive wage, salary dependent on experience. Give them a call, 308-520-1506. Intercom?
Hello?
Oh.
Yeah, Kristen?
Yes.
Let me turn that up a little bit. We can't hear you very well. Are you there?
Yes.
No, there she is.
Are you loving being on the radio?
Sure.
Oh, good.
Hey, good.
That's good to
All
hear.
right. You going to start cutting commercials for us?
Probably not.
Oh, okay.
Start doing Party Line all by
baby
yourself.
steps, you know.
This is Administrative Professionals Day.
Oh, good.
That's you.
That's you. That's right. So why don't you talk to the staff and find out what everybody wants to celebrate Administrative Professionals Day, whether it be some sort of a breakfast sandwich or something like that. Would you want to do that? And Brent will pay for it.
Oh, Brent will? Okay.
Just if I could, Kristen, not to listen, this is your day, but if you could make it about food, that'd be great because I didn't bring my lunch today. So.
Well, the girls already went and got donuts, so.
Oh, they did. Oh, well, nice.
You think donuts is enough for this special day?
Now, did the girls do that for the staff, or was that just from the girls?
I don't know.
Oh. And then I've got to ask: did they give you one, or did they just use the day as an excuse to get themselves donuts?
Well, they gave me a donut.
They did. Okay, good. I just wanted to make sure.
So they were so generous they gave you one donut?
Yes.
Boy.
Not the box, just a donut. Did they at least let you choose which one you wanted?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's nice. Okay.
Did you get a chocolate-covered donut?
Yes.
Oh, good for you. All right. Well, happy Administrative Professionals Day.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. A little disappointed. In fact, terribly disappointed that we haven't heard from any car dealers yet.
We still have the Chevy Cavalier.
2002.
Mm-hmm.
It's just for you.
Yep, willing to trade.
So, Gateway Motors and Sandhills Motors are needing some qualified individuals to join their expanding team. They're looking for a service lube technician. They're looking for salespeople and assistant parts manager, and they offer competitive pay, paid insurance, and an employer matching retirement plan. Please stop by either location and fill out an application. Of course, we're talking about Gateway Motors and Sandhills Motors, now located here in Broken Bow. Those jobs available. Stop in and check out the job openings there and discuss how you can work together for a very wonderful relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Our relationship would be better with Thomas McCaslin if he didn't eat so much popcorn and he'd offer a good chunk of money for that 2002.
That's right. Or just a straight even trade. That new Dodge Challenger, maybe that they've
Yep.
got in the show area.
Maybe a little cash on the top coming our way.
Yep.
It's a collector's item.
Yep. You know, we kind of need, I mean, if this breakfast show Sloppy Joe thing takes off, we would kind of need a vehicle to transport the product.
A bigger vehicle with
Yep.
maybe enough room to have a little kitchen in it.
Oh, wow.
Where you can carry your crock pot.
Yeah.
Crock pot will go.
Yes.
Will travel.
Yeah. Do they have cars now where you can just plug something in?
Well, they have, I think you can.
I know you have a
converter.
By the converter that you can, I think, put into the cigarette lighter and create an outlet. But I just thought maybe these real new fancy cars have a outlet right in them now. I don't know.
Anything that Thomas McCaslin drives will have a plug-in because he has to plug in his popcorn popper.
Once again, the comments of David J. Burney do not necessarily reflect the thoughts of other staff at KCNI KBBN. Hey, I've got one more job opportunity here to read. Nebraska Ag and Irrigation, they're located in Cozad, and they're looking for a service technician. Experience preferred, but willing to train the right candidate. Person does need to possess some mechanical abilities and electrical experience. Must have a desire to learn, ability to work independently on tasks. Pay will be based on experience, and they do offer an excellent benefit package. Only serious candidates need apply. You can send your application or your resume to Nebraska Ag and Irrigation, and here's the address. It's 609 South Meridian, Cozad. The zip code is 69130. You can also call them at 308-784-2118. And again, we remind you, all of the information we give regarding job opportunities that we read on The Breakfast Show, they're all posted for you on sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the employment page.
Thank you, Brent. We mentioned that next week we'll be giving away park passes in honor of the Nebraska Parks 100th birthday. And if you folks ever get a chance, check out Nebraska Game and Parks website. Now, today they have a video on the universal fishing knot. The knot you tie your fishing line with that will work to, tie lures, put hooks on your line, even splicing two lines together. I'm going to watch that one because I've never been very good at that.
I think I couldn't do it now, but way back in the day when some great buddies of mine kind of got me into fishing, they taught me, and I don't think I could still do it, but they taught me the double Palomar.
That's what I use.
Yeah, is that what you do?
Yeah, I like that, but it doesn't work for tying lines together.
Oh, sure.
So this would be something that would be of interest. But they have some good information gearing up for spring on the website. And we'll be giving you some tips along the way about the Nebraska Game and Parks in our promotion this spring and early summer for the anniversary, the birthday parties that are going to go on. They're going to have some good things all over Nebraska in honor of that celebration. And Jeremy Shipe has been working closely with the parks people. And we're going to try to get maybe some officials from the board. Pat Bergwin is always invited to come out. We might try to get a hold of Pat and get him out here to talk about the parks because they're making improvements all over the state. And some things have changed out there. Some communities have taken over some parks in some cases, and just kind of get an update.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from a lawyer yet on the most recent comments about Thomas McCaslin. I figured I'd hear from his lawyer. Usually I get a call from his legal eagle after the show.
Yeah.
But not so far. That's a good sign. He may be out of town.
Might be.
All right, I was going to play the best hits of the 90s on the countryside this morning, but it got so crazy and busy that we were just plugging in some music along the way. So we'll try maybe to do that tomorrow.
Good. I love 90s country. I thought that was one of the best decades for country music.
I think
I'll just say
critics also say
for
that.
me.
Yeah. That's before they got kind of bro country.
Yeah.
So am I able to say that?
Pop country.
Yeah, pop bro.
Yep.
That's
something like
that. Yeah. And then they talk a lot about campfires and short skirts and whiskey.
Yeah.
I guess that's always been in country music.
Yeah, there has been at least one stable element of country music.
Hasn't changed too much, I guess. Dirt roads. They really got really on dirt roads there for a while.
Yeah.
Not that a lot of those guys that sing those songs ever been on one. Just my thoughts.
Yeah.
Hey, Brent, it's been fun.
Yes. Let's do it tomorrow.
Let's do it tomorrow. We're not going to close with country. We're going to close with a group that Brett didn't even know about until he started here at KCNI KBBN.